Good morning, everyone. Oh, listen, I hope you are ready to get this information that we have for you this morning. It's going to be extremely exciting on what we're going to be talking about because interest rates are going up. Interest rates are going up, and we're going to be talking about what you can do about it. So I was just in another room, Jared, just not too long ago, and they were talking about, well, shoot, if interest rates go up, is it going to cool off the market? What can we do? Everybody is crying about interest rates going up. But if you were in Atlanta with us, I showed you and I gave you evidence that if interest rates go up, you can make a killing in real estate. It's actually easier to make money with a higher interest rate than it is with a lower one. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get into that this morning. Jared, how are you this morning, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. And hopefully everybody in the room is doing great as well. Welcome to the Pill Method Club, how to pay off mortgages in 7 years. And I know your eyes are probably wide open like, what? High interest rates are a good thing? It's easier to pay off your mortgage in that way. Um, Absolutely would love for you to ask your questions and come to the stage and learn about your specific situation and how you should handle your down payment, your refinance, your mortgage, your car loans, your student loans, your credit card debt, by learning more about the pill method. So first and foremost, if you're in the clubhouse room, we'd love for you to click that greenhouse at the top and follow the club, 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 the club.
I don't know what happened there.
That was weird. Yeah.
We get it. You supposed to follow the club. All right. I'm just gonna mute Don's mic because that was super weird. All right, but yeah, click the greenhouse and follow the club, and then also when you click the greenhouse, you're gonna see the about description. Go ahead and open that up. Click more and read what the P, the I, the L, and the L stand for, and what you can get out of this room. That'll help you understand. Okay, if I raise my hand, these are the type of questions I can ask. Also, if you're near a computer, laptop, or desktop, we're streaming this live on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So feel free to go to your computer or your iPad, type in ice10klive.com so you can see these examples live on your screen as Don goes through it on Clubhouse. If you come on stage, you can see these examples as well while asking your questions. All right. If you're on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook right now, listening to this right currently, feel free to type in your questions in the chat box, and Kirk will make sure that we prioritize you quickly. But this is a 2 hour room. We always have a ton of questions at the end. We want to make sure we get to everybody, and we love the interaction. The more interactive it is, the better experience the audience gets. But not only that, the better the experience the person that asked the question, because literally we've saved people hundreds of thousands of dollars in this clubhouse room by, instead of making one decision, they shifted and did another that saved them years off their mortgage. So come on stage, raise your hand. We'd love for you to ask your question. With that being said, we're going to have Don introduce himself and introduce the pill method, what it stands for, and what you're going to get out of today's room. Do some quick moderator introductions, and then we'll answer our first question. So go ahead and raise your hand and come on stage so that we can put you in the queue. All right, Don, I'll pass it back to you.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Don Daniel. I'm the founder of Pill
Don, you
Method.
can unmute now on Clubhouse.
Well, listen, is it okay if I talk now? I got unmuted.
Are you following the club, Don?
Okay, I am following the club, folks. I am following the club, but I am here. Straight, we're fresh back from Atlanta and back in the studio, ready to go this morning. My name is Don Daniel. I'm the founder of Pill Method International, a better way to eliminate debt. I want to talk to you about the pill method. The P stands for prepayment of principal. The I, isolating principal amounts, leverage, and liquidity. If you understand these four basic principles, you'll be able to understand how you can cut interest costs, understanding what we call interest cancellation. Reading an amortization schedule is fundamental to understanding what we do here. All right. Most people know that you can pay off a loan early. You can pay over and above the minimum payment any time you want. What you don't know What most people don't know is what you get as a result of it. Um, when you're paying off a loan early, you're saving time and you're saving interest. When you give the bank your money, you want to know how much interest you're saving per dollar every time you give them money. And folks, guess what? We don't get a receipt from the bank saying, here's how much money you saved with that extra $100 payment on your credit card, on your car loan, on your student loan, on your mortgage. If you don't know how much interest you're saving, then you're flying blind. We want to make sure that we take the blinders off today to make sure you know exactly what your money is doing for you. And then when you know, guess what? You can optimize. And if you're an engineer, you know this to be true. You can't optimize what you cannot measure. And folks, we have been conditioned not to measure our results when it comes to lending. We just give the banks our money without knowing what we're getting for it. Banking's the only place we do that. Well, folks, it stops today. It stops today. So if you want to know how lending works, you're going to find out how it works in this room today. Jared, back to you, sir.
All right, all right. So we're gonna go through some quick moderator intros, and then I see Cassie came on the stage. Thank you so much for coming up. We're really looking forward to answering your question. And if you're in the audience and you have a question about your mortgage, your refinance, etc., feel free to raise your hand. All right. So first, we're gonna go with me real quick. My name is Jared Albritton. I've been in the tech space for over 15 years. My passion is getting more diversity in tech through clubhouse rooms where I'll have recruiters and hiring managers on stage. We have over 100 people get roles in tech through that room. But also, I'm a partner with 10X Incubator and Grant Cardone, where we fund startups, especially diverse founders. So if you're interested, you can go to my Instagram, DOCTAJ, or you can go to my Twitter, DOCTANYC, or you can go to my 10K card, jarrett10k.com, and you can find the link to the 10X Incubator. With that being said, I'm going to pass the mic to Kenyatta.
Good morning, good people. My name is Kenyatta. You can find me at kenyatta10k.com. And I am the real estate solutionist, helping you with your real estate needs as far as finding deals, funding the deal, and cutting the interest on that deal, so we can get you yet another deal. So welcome, and I'm excited that you're here. Go ahead and go to ICE 10K Live and be one of the first to join us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or YouTube. That's ice10klive.com. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, everyone. I'm Tiffany, the Y CEO. I'm based here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Oh, go Bengals. Oh, joking. You can find me at yco10k.com, where I'm an executive leadership coach, and I'm also a corporate compliance strategist. And I help business founders and entrepreneurs position their business for the absolute highest return on investment. And sometimes I even help them go from good to great if they're open to it. And I help them bring on the right people doing the right job for their business strategic growth. Our motto here is don't build your team for today, build your team for big. BIG, big. We want to go big. I also want to thank you all for joining us for the Phenomenal Women Leading Marathon Room this weekend. We had over 7,000 people come through, 30 speakers. Oh, it was on absolute fire. And yes, I'm tired, and we're all getting some rest. So at the end of the day, we want you to be successful. And that's why we give you so much value over value here on Clubhouse. You're hearing the P.I.L.L method. And now we're going to teach you how to get that bag by saving interest on your loans. Oh, money gets me so excited in the morning. Back to you, Jared.
All right, 10K.
And we're on. Hey, so good morning, guys. So you're Sean Lashley, founder and CEO of 10K Cards and the Savage Marketing. Our goal on Clubhouse is very simple. Our goal is to make sure every professional is shining and positioning themselves in front of their marketplace so they can be discovered when it's time for them to be discovered. Everyone, in my opinion, have a special gift or talent. And if you turn that gift or talent into business, you're going to put yourself on purpose. What the P.I.L.L method does, it helps you to finance your dreams by helping you to remove all the extra that you're paying on interest so you can put those extras back into living your life and pushing it forward. So in this room today, Don will be breaking down the pill method. And when he's finished with it, I would definitely urge you to get a copy of his book and also fill out the savings and earnings report. And the rest, Kenyatta will give you the instructions as to how to claim your digital business card. After you do get your digital card, reach out to us so we can get you the upgraded version. Everyone that upgrades saves $100 because of the guy who walked up on the cross and tied himself on and said, I am paying the price for everyone to have a copy of my book to get themselves a digital business card. So you come, 100 will be taken off of your upgrade, and we can position you to start earning extra money to pay towards your mortgage. With that said, back to you, Jared.
All right, yeah, just pass it down the line. So we're gonna go Kirk.
Good morning, everybody. Good to be here. My name is Kirk. I get to serve as your producer for this show. I'm a former missionary and IT executive, turned content creator and live video coach. I've been given the title Geek Speaker Preacher, and it really embodies my passions: technology, media, speaking, and ministry. While I'm growing intentionally on a number of social media platforms, my primary focus is on YouTube, where I teach small businesses, entrepreneurs, and faith-based entities how to harness the power of live video. If that interests you, definitely tap in with me at kirk10klive.com. I'd love to chat with you. There's a 15-minute meetup on that card. I would love to chat with you, talk about what your ideas are, what you would like to do with live video. But the main focus today is Don Daniel and the P.I.L.L method. Excited to be able to put this on a broader platform, get this out to you: Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. And for my folks on socials, I will be looking for your comments. I see a couple of you have already commented already. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for being here. Let's share, and share again, both on Clubhouse and on the social part as well. And for those on Clubhouse, if you want to see these examples, hit Don's 10K card at the top, go to the simulcast, pick whichever one you want to see it on, and you will see him and probably me as well, looking at the screen, going crazy as we look at these examples. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Listen, this is one of the most exciting rooms on Clubhouse. The information that you're going to get here today is going to be nothing short of phenomenal. And Credit Goddess, what's going on in your world?
Hey. Grand Rising, everyone. Happy Monday. My name is Rosalora Lewis, also known as Credit Goddess. I'm all things credit. I help my clients improve their credit so that way they can gain access to other people's money to get that new car, start their own business, buy that new home. For those of you guys that are credit challenged, definitely tap in with me so I can help you gain access to other people's money. And for those of you guys that are afraid to purchase a home because the home or the interest rates are on a rise or the home prices are too high, I definitely want you guys to tune in today and allow Don to show you how you can save on interest costs. Because it's not about what's going on in the financial world, it's all about saving on interest costs. So don't tune out, tune in, and I hope you guys are ready. Thank you for having me.
Hey, lovely people. Top of the day. My name is Safura. I'm CEO of Safura Group of Companies. I'm into industrial garments manufacturing, and I've been in this industry for 12 good years. And so I produce for private and white labels. If you're into fashion and you want to produce garments, I have all my details in my bio. And also, if you want a touch of Africa on your hallway, I'm the girl to follow. I'll definitely send you into African rooms. Jared can testify to that. Thank you for having me. I'm done speaking.
All right. So, Cassie, thank you so much for coming to the stage. And anybody else that wants to ask a question, feel free to raise your hand. This room goes for 2 hours, but it never fails. Once you see Don's examples, the hands go up, and we may run out of time. So go ahead and raise your hand now, get in the queue. And also, thank you to the 6 people that have shared the room. We definitely wanted to share this room into the hallway because the way that Don's going to break down Cassie's question, we want more people in our community, especially the Black community, to understand how to stop giving money to the bank unnecessarily and divert that into our kids' inheritance, into our neighborhoods, into our communities, into our investments, into our happiness. And he literally will save you 75% of your lifetime interest cost. So make a friend with your network and click that number 6. I'm going to be an example. So I just click the number 6. I just hit some fire emojis. Now you saw that 6 turned to a 7. So all the moderators, all the followed by the speakers, others in the room, go ahead and click that number 7. Click the button that says share on Clubhouse. And let's share this into the hallway. Also click that plus sign and invite specific people into this room. If they come into this room and they watch an example, they are going to love you for life because you're going to significantly change their 2022. And that's not an exaggeration. Every person I bring into this room says, Jared, thank you. I would have done, the dumbest thing with the down payment. I would have refinanced my house without actually thinking through it, blah, blah, blah. Like, it is really important. So go ahead and invite people into this room. And thank you to the 4 people that have done this so far. Let's keep it going. All right. So Cassie, you're up first. Please let us know what your question is. How can we help you?
Good morning. Thank you. Good morning to everyone. Thank you so much. My question has to do with my mortgage, and setting up, understanding a game plan as I move forward to try to pay it off. I have a mortgage that is with an outstanding principal of $533,000, and it's broken down in having an interest-bearing principal of $393,000 and a deferred principal of $140,000. Right now, my interest rate is 3.375. I have no prepayment penalty. I'm just reading my statement right now out loud to you.
Okay. Cassie,
and
one
so-
of the things we're going to need to answer your question, if while you have that information, if we can add up the principal and interest payment as well, that's going to help us tremendously.
The principal payment is so low right now. It's really upsetting me because I realized
Can I stop you right there?
Mhm.
By the time we're done, you're going to appreciate that really small principal payment.
Okay.
Okay?
So
That's a promise.
thank you. The principal payment is $416.04.
Mhm.
The interest payment is $1,106.72. That's last month's.
$1,100
And $6.72.
72 cents. Got it.
Yes. So back in 2020, I was ill and not having income, and the company that I'm with, they offered me. Well, I was already falling behind before that. I'm a single mom.
Mhm.
I have 3 kids, and I'm the only one carrying the mortgage. And I got to this with this mortgage company by doing loan modification back in 2010.
Mhm.
So when I got into this mortgage company, it was an adjustable rate. So it started at 2%, and I had 2% interest for 7 years, I think.
Mhm.
And then it started to go up, and it went up to 3.
Mhm.
Then it went up to 3.1, and then it increases. And I spoke to them and told them, look, like, I can do 2. And when I was doing 2, I was adding extra to the principal. I was always
Right.
adding a little bit money to the principal every month.
Mhm.
But now, as it increased, I started to not be able to catch up. I wasn't able to do it, and then it became, now I'm late with my payments because I get paid only twice a month,
Mhm.
and trying to manage all the things that is having 3 children and a household and so forth.
Right.
So their idea was, which I didn't realize, they were like, okay, well, you can whatever if you're late this time, we'll take this payment, we'll split it into 3, and then we'll add it to your next month's payment. And at first I was like, okay, that's great. But then I realized that's not good because I can't keep that up. I can't keep that pace up.
Right.
So then I kept complaining, and they readjusted again, and that I didn't always have such a high deferred principal. It was only 40,000 before.
Mhm.
And so they changed it, they reconfigured it, and they brought it to 140,000.
Right.
And then I'm only paying principal on 393. So now I didn't realize that when they reconfigured it, they changed my whole thing, and they brought it so that now my principal is back to being low, where and interest is high. But you're saying that I'm gonna realize that is a good thing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, at this point now, I'm trying to figure out how do I move forward to do my best in and removing myself from this mortgage situation and putting
All
myself in the
right.
best light.
All right. Are you able to see our example online?
I am looking at the YouTube space. Oh my gosh, my name is there.
All right, Cassie. So, how much of the principal do we have in here right now? Because I have the whole 533.
It's 533.
Mhm.
The outstanding total is 533,512.62.
Yes, but you're not paying on that right now. How much are you paying on?
I'm paying on 393,084.
084. How many pennies?
39.
39. See, pennies matter here. You're going to learn that the power of the penny. Okay. And your interest rate is 3.75.
3.375.
3.375.
Yes.
And I have a principal and interest payment of 1522.76.
76 principal and interest payment of 15.
You tell me if I'm right.
Principal and interest payments. I if I add those to the
If you add the principal and the interest, that's what I need. But I got 1522.76.
Okay, and I also have escrow and
We don't care about that when it comes to paying off the mortgage.
All right. So then if I add those two together,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be so interesting. I can't wait to get into this.
Yes, 1522.
Okay, 1522.76.
76.
Okay, so here's what we've got. Now, they put you into a 40-year mortgage. Did you realize that?
Oh, is that what they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So to get the payment down. All right. But guess what? We don't care about a 40-year mortgage. What we care about is how much you owe. I wouldn't care if this was a 100-year mortgage.
Okay.
In fact, if it was a 100-year mortgage, the payment would be lower and we can kill this thing. Okay. All right. So here's what we're looking at. Okay. So I have a principal payment of the net on the very next payment, $417.18 on your next payment, and $1,105.55 in interest. You see, your payment never changes. The payment is the same, but the loan configuration changes. We pay a little bit more principal, a little less interest every time.
Okay.
Okay. You see how that works?
Yes.
So the payment stays the same. So we're looking at this. You say, oh, my principal payment is really low. Well, that's what you want. Because if you're trying to pay off this loan, okay, you see this interest column?
Yes.
You didn't borrow that money.
No.
That's rent on your payments. Interest is nothing more than rent on your money.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a way to look at it. Okay.
All right. Okay. So here is mortgage payment. It's the $400 payments. That's the money you borrowed. So if we we call the whole payment mortgage payment, it's really not accurate because I didn't borrow this part. All right. Okay. So when you're doing something on your mortgage, you are paying with this part. So if you want to do something, only think about the principal part because that is what makes the difference. Now you were paying extra on your loan before, right?
Yes.
But you had no idea how much interest you were saving or how much time you were saving when you were doing that.
Yeah, no, I didn't really. I just knew that the goal was to hit $1,000 to my principal every month is what my goal was. And I just tried to do that.
Okay.
So
All right. So now do you have at this point, because of the changes in your mortgage, do you now have some discretionary income? Do you have some money? If you were just making the minimum payments on everything, would you have money left over at the end of the month?
Not right now. No, I don't, because I just had 6 pipes burst in my house, flooding on all 3 levels. So I'm in the midst of that.
All right. Well, let me ask it this way. If everything was okay, would you have money left over at the end of the month? Because
I think so.
Yeah, because the pipes burst, you are going to get that fixed. You are going to get past this. Okay. So we want to know when we get past this, when things are back to normal, what can we do? Okay. So now, if everything was back to normal, about how much money do you think would be left over?
I think $500.
Five
I would
hundred
have
dollars.
$500
Okay.
at the end of the month. Yeah.
Yeah. So $500. If you owe $392,000 just on this part,
Hmm.
how do you feel about putting $500 on all this money?
What do you mean?
Well, how does it feel that you have $500? Do you think that's going to actually do you much good? If you owe $392,667.21, adding $500 extra to this loan, is that going to make a difference?
Incrementally over time, yes.
Okay.
Like it chips away at the amount.
Mm-hmm.
It changes. Yeah, it
Yeah,
chips away at
yeah,
that.
over time. But let me tell you that less than that, it will actually do more than chip away at it. It makes a significant difference.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go over how a loan actually works. Okay. You're charged interest on this month-end balance. Do you see that? So you have a month-end balance right now of $392,667.21.
Okay.
So the bank uses this number to determine how much interest you owe on the very next line. So this number drives what happens on the next line. So
Okay.
$418.35 goes to principal, $1,104.38 would go to interest. But everything starts with the principal balance on the month before. So what we need to do is see what we can do to manipulate this thing, knowing how by being able to read an amortization schedule. So I'm going to teach you that right now. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. So if let's just say, just so to be easy, keep it straight in my brain. All right. Let's say this payment we're going to make is in January. So we make our January payment, all right, of your regular principal and interest payment, and we don't owe anything until February.
Mm-hmm.
So our February principal payment is how much money?
Principal interest is
Just the principal payment.
418
Mhm.
and 35 cents.
Which would be lower than the $500 you just told me about.
Yes.
Okay. So if we made our mortgage payment here and you said, oh, the principal payment for February is $418.35, do you have to wait till February to give the bank an additional $418.35?
No.
Oh, if you had it, you could give it to them in January, couldn't you?
Yes.
Did you realize all of that $418.35 goes to principal to pay down on your balance, and none of this money goes to interest if you give it to the bank early?
If I give it to the bank early,
Yeah,
okay.
in the
Sure.
same
Yeah.
month,
Okay.
sometime in the same month. All
Okay.
right. So we give it to the bank early. They have to subtract this number from what you owe as well.
Okay. So, all right.
So if you put this, so you make your mortgage payment,
Mm-hmm.
you paid down to here, and now you give them this, you're paid down to line 2 right here. You paid down to here already. So you paid down to here in January because they have to subtract this to get to here. You
Mm-hmm.
subtract this, and now we're on line 2 of the schedule. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So if we're already here, remember the idea is to look at the very next line all the time. So if you're down to here in January, our next mortgage payment for February is on what line of the schedule now?
Our next mortgage payment for February is 418.
Okay, we're already on line 2
Right.
because
So
we
then
gave that to them.
419.
So we're on what line of the schedule? Can you see the payment numbers?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're on number 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So we just got rid of line 2 for only $418.35. Yes.
So, okay, because of the amount
Okay.
that they're
Okay.
going to
I
actually
hear the
use.
excitement mounting, folks. The excitement is mounting.
Okay, I see. I understand.
So we give them $418.35. We just got rid of line 2. Our next mortgage payment for February is now on line 3.
Okay.
Because that's your regular mortgage payment, correct?
Yes.
When you add it all up. Well, so if we got rid of line 2 for $418.35, what happened to this $1,104.38 on line 2?
It changes.
Yes, it does. It changes to what?
It less the amount that
It changes to 0.
How
You
does it change
never
to zero?
have to pay that.
How?
You just saved yourself $1,104.38. You never have to pay.
Okay. I understand it.
Okay, but it's kind of hard to believe it right now.
Yes, it seems really so then because they're not telling you this. They're not telling me.
Of course, they're not telling you.
Okay.
All right. So listen, half of this would be like $209, right?
Yes.
Well, if you gave them $209 instead of the 418, that's half. Would you save half the interest? Yes.
Yes. Okay, I see.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now let's just say, because you were trying to put $1,000 on your extra on your mortgage, correct?
Yes, I was trying to hit it with that was a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Right. So if we pay this, all right, and let's say we had 1,000, that would be at least 2 of these. It would be this one and this one. That's like That's like 800, right?
Right. Yeah.
So if you give them the 800, your next mortgage payment would be on what line?
4.
Exactly. And what would happen to the interest on line 2 and the interest on line 3?
So that's what I did then.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And they never told you that's what you were doing. Now, if you had a higher principal payment, it would be harder to get rid of line 2 and 3.
Wow. I understand. Okay. Oh my gosh.
I'm just cracking up over here. What do you think about that, Miss Cassie?
I feel so empowered right now. I feel like I can understand. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, sweetie.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I can apply the same thing, the same method for my student loans. Like I have, I took out Parent Plus loans for my child, and because I didn't want for her to have debt, and so now I have lots of debt in Parent Plus loan land. So would this be the same thing? Like, because I have to decide by October what program to go into. There's some sort of like income. They qualify you by looking at your income, and then they put you on a certain payment schedule. So, do I put myself in that payment into that program and then apply this program, or is there something else that you think I should do?
Well, here's what you want to do. I'm just giving you the basics. Okay. The basics are here. But if you get into an income-based program, your payment is going to be really tiny. All right. Let me show you what's going on here. I'm going to give you an example that we call it student loan larceny. Okay.
Student loan larceny. Wow.
We call it student loan larceny. So I'm going to put another thing on the screen here. All right. I'm just going to show you $9,500. Okay.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
For everybody in the room, you definitely want to share this example with people that have kids, or if you have kids, or if you still have student loans. Click that number 14 and share this to the hallway. This is one of my favorite examples, and it's really one of the biggest generational wealth shifters. And if you can get your cousins, your nephews, your nieces this information, it's going to really change their lives, because most people don't pay off their student loans until they die.
Right.
And with it, you can pay it off in a couple of years. So click that number 14, invite people in this room. And also click that plus sign, invite specific people into this room. They will thank you for seeing this example. And if you're not seeing it on the screen, go to your laptop, your iPad, your desktop, go to ice10klive.com so you can see the breakdown of how he shaves off years and years off his student loans with this method. It is super impactful. All right, back to you, Don.
Okay, folks, we have 58 people in this room right now. We have 16 shares out to the hallway. That's not near enough. I want to, I need to, before we get, get into this, Cassie, and show what's happening here, I want to thank Sinistra for sharing out this into the hall. And I want to thank Roberto Johnson for sharing it, and Yolanda Buster for sharing it. Get on the pill, she said, with a fire emoji. Doggone it. And Godfather Ola King, all right, get that out there. So Kurt Nugent shared it. Deborah, thank you so very much, Deborah McCray, for sharing it. Wise CEO Tiffany. Jared, you even shared the room. Thank you so much. Safoa, thank you for sharing the room. Credit Goddess, you did that too. And 10K, all right, 10K, listen, I love the way that you share. 10K is always marketing. He can't help himself. And Kenyatta Butcher has shared it. Listen, folks, I want to be able to thank more people for sharing this room. We're up to 19, 20 shares. Keep going, keep going. Listen, let's get it all the way up to 60 because I'm getting ready to show Miss Cassie what's going on with this loan here. Here's a student loan of $9,500. That's not a misprint. Only $9,500 at 6%. All right, and with an income-based payment of $50 a month, Miss Cassie. I just need a guess from you. How long should it take to pay off $9,500 at 6% when the payment is $50 a month? What's your guess?
I might do the math. 50.
Yeah, just a guess.
Payments?
Yeah,
50 payments.
Yeah, $50 a month is the payment.
$50 a month
Mhm.
is the payment.
Yep.
A total of 50 payments. So how much is that?
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're talking about little 2 years or so. But yeah, just give me in the number of years. How long do you think it would take?
Okay. Let's say 9 years.
9 years. Okay, that's your guess. All right. So here's what we don't know about amortization, because amortization makes things very difficult if we don't understand how it works. Okay. Now, here's what the bank is depending on, Miss Cassie. I need you to know this. You can never know how they do this, because once you know how they do this, you will be empowered not to give them all that money.
Okay.
You can never know. And this is why. When you make this kind of payment, look here, it takes 601 payments. 601 payments is over 50 years.
601 payments.
601 payments is over 50 years. Are you seeing this on your screen now? Total number of payments, 601. That's 50 years. Do you want to pay for 50 years on a $9,500 payment?
No.
Let me ask you, are your student loans more than $9,500?
Yes.
Okay. So if they could do this to $9,500, what can they do with what you owe? So here's what we're doing. Here's what they're doing. Watch this. When you look at this, how much interest do they want for this loan?
Oh my God.
You seeing that? How much interest do they want?
It says 6% there.
Yeah, I'm trying to highlight total interest paid here on the left.
Total interest paid says $20,000.
That's how much interest they want.
But that's more than what I borrowed.
Way more.
Yeah.
And so how does 6% do that? Okay. So now they want
They should be
$20,000.
locked up. They should be locked up.
They want $20,550. Kurt, you didn't listen. You know that's to be true. Now, here is the total over on the right side. Total interest paid as a percentage of principal, last column, 216.316%. That's what's really going on.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. But if we look there, we get discouraged. Now, remember what I told you at the beginning of this. You would feel better about what?
Having a low principal payment.
All right. I'm now looking at payment number 1. Let me know when it catches up, Miss Cassie, when you can see payment 1 through 12.
It says $2.
$2. So what does that tell you here?
That I can jump a lot of those.
Ooh, look at you, girl.
Oh, because if the payment is $50
Yes.
extra to the principal
Uh-huh.
only, that's 25 spaces I can go down.
So look here. Do you see where it says cumulative principal and cumulative interest at the top of the
Yes.
column? Okay.
Mhm.
This is all of the principal payments added up. This is all of the interest payments added up. Okay.
Okay.
So at the end of 1 year, looking at at line 12 on column 3, we would pay this loan down if we did it the bank's way. Adding up all these principal payments over here, they would pay this loan down. This young man would pay this loan down by how much money?
But $30.
And how much interest would he pay? Cumulative interest over here.
569.
Yeah, $569. So that's why it takes so long, and it's so expensive.
Yes.
You see that? So now, if he makes this payment in January, here we go. Okay, you're taking you to school now, and you're going to. This is where you can graduate. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, he just made his payment in January. All right, and you're going to teach him this. You're going to teach him how to get rid of $47.49 in interest. What would he have to do after he paid his $50 payment in January? What else would he have to do to get rid of his $47.49 in interest?
He could put $10 in that, which then
I
would
know,
get
but
him out of.
well, I just want to get rid of this one interest payment on line 2.
He would have to pay an additional $2.50.
Would you have believed that before today?
No, I'm still trying to. I totally understand it. I'm wrapping my head around it, but that's really crazy. That's what's happening.
That's exactly what's happening. But you wanted to put about $10 on.
Yeah, because I was thinking to add and
look at here.
down.
If here's $10 in cumulative principal.
Mhm.
Put $10 on. How much interest do we save over here? Look to the right of $10.
It's 189.
Exactly.
Okay.
You would save that much. You would save that interest. You don't have to pay.
I see.
Isn't that something?
Yes, it is. It is.
How about that? So now, here's my next question to you, Miss Cassie, and I'm going to be done with student loan larceny, because now you're going to be able to save yourself a lot of money. Now, we do this now. When you have a mortgage and you have student loans and you've got a lot of other debt and trying to figure all this out on your own, we just teach you the basics. We have a computer program that does all of this for you. Tells you how much to pay, when to pay, like financial GPS. You ever use a GPS unit?
Yes.
How would you like to have a GPS for your money? It says, pay this much on this month, on this loan. Here's how much interest you save.
That's brilliant.
All right. So here's what we're looking at. So I'm looking at $30.84 for the year. Here's my question to you. If you know you've got to pay this because all these principal payments added up, do you have to give the bank this $30.84 in 12 monthly installments?
No, you would pay ahead, right? I just, my mouth dropped when you said for the year, because I realized 12, that's right, 12 payments is 12 months, and $30.84 is the cumulative principal. Oh my gosh. And I would jump down to there.
Yes. And so that would mean your next student loan payment would be on what line of the schedule?
On line 13.
Exactly. So for $30.84, you get to skip all of this and go down to here for the next month. How about that?
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
Do you think you can come up with an extra $30.84?
Most definitely.
Let me ask you something. Do you think you could come up with an extra $63.57?
I see it at the next 2 years. I see it down there. I see
and
it.
knock out 2 years.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Miss Cassie, what do you think about all this now?
I'm rocking back and forth. I'm so so excited that I can't wait to get started to do this.
Now tell me, what caused you to come into this room today?
Spirit, because spirit. I'm also connected to you all. I follow you all, and I tap the bell so that it tells me when you're coming on.
Mhm.
And I got COVID, so I'm homesick, and today is the first day that I'm not feeling so brain foggy,
Mhm.
and I'm trying to progress forward, and like I said, spirit, it all aligned itself for me to be here.
I'm telling you, because see, here's what you're going through now. Single mom,
Yes.
providing for her children.
I want to create legacy. I want to create generational wealth. I'm like, I wasn't taught this, and
Mhm.
I want to give this to them, and I just feel like this is my responsibility to do this and push on, and not just for me and my family, but to share it with others, and
Mhm.
and help whomever else will listen and want to learn and be a part and participate that way. Definitely.
You keep coming back here. You keep coming back here. We're going to be able to show you some things that you weren't able to see before. But understanding this part helps you to understand what what we call our opportunity cost calculator actually does. And so here's why I asked you how much money is left over after all the bills are paid. Our program will then ask you, will direct you with any money that's left over, put that in your savings account
Okay.
and leave it there.
Really?
Because there's a certain amount of money for you, because it's different from your neighbor. It's different from your cousin. It's different from somebody across the country. But for you, there's a certain amount, because when we do all the math, there's a certain amount of money that you need to have in savings. So the programs say, take that money out of savings and apply it to the debt. It'll tell you which one and which month to do it in and which day of the month to do it on, because you don't do it every month.
Oh, okay.
So if you
Okay.
could save up some, cash here, all right,
Okay.
all right, and you just make the minimum payments on everything, every now and then, the program would ask you, let's take $260 out of that, out of your savings account, apply it to this loan, knock off 84 payments, and save $3,939.83 in interest.
Okay. All right.
That's how we attack it. And then you start the process all over again. So just start paying your bills and put some money in savings. You keep putting money in savings until the program says, this is the right number for Cassie. Take that money out, put it on this particular loan, do it on in this month, and do it on this day of the month. And here's how much interest you save. We will put it right on the screen for you. I'm coming out of this, and I'm going to show you one more thing, Miss Cassie. I'm coming out of this so that we can put one more thing on the screen. All right. And when we do this, we're going to show you just so that you can see that there really is an opportunity cost calculator that does all of the math for you, and you don't have, it takes all of the guesswork out, because you don't want to just save some interest. You want to save the maximum amount of interest per dollar applied. Everywhere. Every time you do something, you want to make sure you're getting the biggest bang for your buck. Do you clip coupon?
Yep. And so for those that are new to the room, if you want to see this example on your screen, just go to your laptop or your iPad or your desktop, type in ice10klive.com, and then choose the YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter option. Find the thumbnail that says live. You'll be able to see the interest cost calculator that Don's referring to. All right, back to you, Don.
Jared, if it weren't for you, man, if it weren't for you, listen, I was just thinking it was me and Cassie in here. Thank you so much for reminding people to get in here and to so that they can see this and to share the room.
Hey,
and Kurt, you were getting ready to say something.
No, I was just going to say that Jared is right on time, because the numbers jumped. We were at I don't remember what they were before, but we're at like 24, 25, 27. So people are definitely making the trip over to the social platforms to come and watch and see these examples for themselves. Listen, I have an opportunity cost calculator. I'm excited that Don is about to show this to all of you.
I just shared it to everybody in my Twitter and my Instagram and my Facebook and my family. So hopefully they're on now.
I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Because see, what we're looking at is John and Rebecca Jones here. And I'm going to reset this account to the beginning here because this is what this is our demo account. And so I've got 3 loans in here. And with the 3 loans, there's a mortgage. All right. And I'll show you these loans here. Okay. Just to give you a little bit of encouragement. All right. So they have an auto loan of $25,000 at 4%. Now it's just a slight delay in what you guys see. $2,000 on their Visa at 21% and a $200,000 mortgage at 6%. And you're saying 6%. But when you see that large interest rate, you know what happens to the principal payment now, don't you, Cassie?
Yes, it's
What
super,
happens?
super low. We like low.
We like low.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I think we need to make that a catchphrase for a T-shirt. I aspire to do T-shirts. We like low.
Okay, all right. We like low. All right, I'm writing that down. We like low. I'm writing that down. All right. So so if we have a slightly higher interest rate, we have a low principal payment, and now you look at the principal payment differently, don't you? Now.
I do.
All
I
right.
do.
All right. So John and Rebecca Jones, they're looking at this thing. And what they see here is at the top. Do you see over at the top here? When it catches up, we have 179 over top right, $179,393. That's the interest they will not pay.
Okay.
We already know from the beginning. We've already done the math. If we don't pay that interest, they're going to be able to pay off all 3 loans in how many years?
7 years.
Exactly. 7.7.
7 years.
Yeah. And listen, how would you like to know? I'm going to change this first window. And when it catches up, you'll be able to see the month, day, and year that John and Rebecca Jones are going to be debt free. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Okay.
2029.
Yep. And 2029, they'll know that they'll be debt free because they're not going to give the bank $179,393 in interest that they were looking for. So I'm going to go through this very quickly. I'm not going to show you exactly everything that we're doing because you're probably really busy. You need to get back to your life. But I'm just showing you that here that they started in December, and we're just going through the budget. Every time that John gets paid, okay, he would just click the line. He would just click execute, tell the program, I got paid. Okay. And then it disappears from his schedule and it's added to his checking account in the program because the checking account in the program has to match his checking account at the bank.
Okay.
So he gets paid, and then John and Rebecca Jones just pay their bills. They pay the mortgage, they pay the utilities, and then they see these little arrows here. All right. And we read it from left to right. On the 5th of the month, we're going to take money from the checking account and we're going to put it into savings. How much money are we putting into savings?
$100.90.
That's exactly the amount of money they don't need for anything else because they put their entire budget into the program. So the program says, oh, at this point, you have $100.90 you don't need for anything else. So let's put that in savings. And we're going to continue to make minimum payments on everything. And then when Rebecca gets paid $700, then we see some more arrows. And it says, take money from checking and put it into savings. How much money?
And $588.72.
Because that's money they don't need for anything else.
Okay.
Now, if they had something that happened in the house where they had to use a little bit of extra money, then they wouldn't have $588.72 to put in savings. They'd have something less because they had a problem to fix in the house. So they would have less money. They wouldn't have no money, but they just have less. So wouldn't have 588. They put in whatever they had.
Mhm.
Okay. And I feel good about it. But by the time I'm going to scroll down here, we're just making minimum payments on everything. I'm going to scroll all the way down to February. Let me know when February catches up on your screen. And then I'll show you what John and Rebecca are going to do. And
Okay.
then we'll be done.
Their savings on February 6th.
Okay. So now on February 6th, the program says take money from where?
From the checking and put it into the savings.
Okay. Now I'm okay. And I've got my cursor here. Okay. So we're going to take money from where?
From the savings.
And put it where?
Towards a Visa.
How much?
$2,000.
That's how much they saved up. It's in the savings account. They're not taking it away from their family. They're not taking it away from their food. They're not taking it away from the creating memories for your family and having fun with the kids. They're taking the money that was set aside in savings because it was left over at the end of the month.
Okay.
And they build it up and now they can put $2,000 on the Visa. And then the program tells you future interest savings, how much money?
Okay. There's the future interest savings is blocked. I see it. 1,736 and 34 cents.
Exactly. That's how much interest they save by doing that. Just waiting for the program to tell them, take that money from savings. Because as you're building up your savings account, you feel good about that, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. You're building up your savings account. Then after a while, the program says, take money from savings. Don't take it from your lifestyle. Don't take it from your fun. Don't take it from the kids. Take it from savings. After all the bills are paid off. Now, what if you only have, like I had one client had $4.69 left. Program said, put that in savings. Guy from California.
Okay.
Program recalculated and said, because of that $4.69, you're now going to save an additional $35 in interest you don't have to pay. So you don't have to feel bad about your $4.69, Cassie.
This is genius. Like, it's genius. It's just, I'm grateful to understand.
Okay.
I want to just say this out loud. Like, as far as at this point now, I have I have to sign up to allow for me to be able to plug in everything so that I can work out my plan. I go to the P.I.L.L method site and is there a fee? How does this work?
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Okay. You have you see my card at the top. It's ice10klive.com. ice10klive.com.
Yes.
And if you go there, you will put that into your computer, and then you'll see a button that says get a savings and earnings report. When you click on that button, you just follow the instructions. When you follow the instructions, the program will send you a code to your cell phone. Take the code, put that into the website. It will let you into the financial form. Put in your information. And when you put in your information, someone from my staff will give you a call and say, and then set up a consultation. And then you'll know the month, day, and year you could be debt free. And we do people who have modified loans all the time. And so as you're paying that down, you'll be able to get to the principal balance that you're not paying on. You'll be able to get to that sooner and pay that off too. We take all of that into consideration.
Hey, Don, let me just jump in.
Go ahead.
There's a number of comments online asking the exact same question. How do I get this opportunity cost calculator? One person said, I can't see the website at the top. Where do I go to get this opportunity cost calculator? I asked them in the comments if they were looking for Brett Whistle. They said, no, we want the P.I.L.L method. So I just want you to repeat for those again. I've put the link in the chat as well.
Right.
With the same process that you've outlined for Cassie.
Yes.
I think, it's the same process that will need to be done for everyone else. But we do have a unique question here. I'm not cutting you off. I just wanted to make sure we catch this for
All
all
right.
those who are watching right now to hear. 35 people online. Thank you guys so much for being with us. But
Keep coming in. Keep coming in.
yeah, that's right. We got somebody who says, I am in Botswana, and the
Mhm.
form doesn't seem to allow me to proceed. Please help. Is this only for USA citizens? That's what he said afterwards. I can tell them no, but I want Don to be able to help with that as well.
Okay, so if you're in Botswana, sometimes we try to have every country available so that you can put in your country code. But if that doesn't work, you can use the same card and then call us using WhatsApp or whatever. And then you can call us using your WhatsApp, and then we'll walk you through. We'll set up an appointment with you so that you can give us your information. One of our staff will take your information over the phone and plug it in if for some reason you can't put it in yourself. Okay. So if you're out of the country and our system doesn't accept your country code, give us a call. All of our numbers are there on the same card, ICE10KLive.com. ICE stands for Interest Cancellation Expert, folks. ICE, the number 10, the letter K, live, LIVE.com. Okay, ICE10KLive.com, and it will take you to our card. All of our information is there, everything you need to know. Okay. And then you'll probably have to go down to the other button down at the bottom to get to our phone numbers and everything else. But it'll lead you there. It'll lead you there to the phone numbers. Okay. Anybody else? And if you're so welcome, Cassie.
Thank you.
All right. And if you want to get to the phone numbers faster, go to don10k.com. Don10k.com. And that will get you to the phone numbers faster if you need the phone numbers. But ICE 10K Live will take you there. Miss Cassie, are you complete today? Are you feeling good about what you've learned today?
I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling great. Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. And here's the last thing we're going to show you. And I need you to repeat this for the folks because I got something new on the screen. This person, you were trying to put $1,000 at one time on your mortgage. And in this case, $1,116.98 on this mortgage would give these folks future interest savings of how much money?
What? 5,435?
Yes.
And 81 cents?
Exactly. That's the key to getting out of debt, folks. You don't need more money. You just need to pay less interest. Knowing what to do with the money that you have, this program will then take what you have and then make the most of it. You don't need a lot. You just need to do whatever you can with what you have. And Miss Cassie, we're going to show you how to do that with what you have.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Make sure you contact us now.
Yes, I was trying to for me to confirm my phone number. I think I cannot be on Clubhouse.
Yeah, probably. So if it messes up, just shut it all down and start over. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Listen, thank you very much for your question. You helped a lot of people. All right, folks. All right, Jared, back to you, sir. Oh, we said you had a question for me, Kirk?
No. You got him. You got him.
You got it?
You got him.
All right.
Yeah.
All
Back
right.
to you, Jared.
All right. I'm coming back over here so I can see some of these comments.
All right. So thank you everybody that's new to the room. If you haven't already, make sure to click that greenhouse at the top, follow the club. Also, make sure you're following Don. He's to the left of me. Whenever he's on Clubhouse, he's talking about the P.I.L.L method. He's talking about student loans, refinancing, mortgages, car loans, etc. So you want to be in those rooms when he comes on the stage. So definitely make sure you click follow and click that bell and click the always on notification. And I highly recommend following Kenyatta, 10K Cards, Kirk, Credit Goddess, and Safoa as well. They all host amazing rooms on Clubhouse. And your hallways always dictated by who you follow. So if you want to see the best rooms, make sure you're following all the moderators. And Don, all
Yes.
this information that you broke down for Cassie
Yes.
is available in a best-selling book. Can you tell the people a little bit about that?
Oh, wow. Over the weekend, the book went to #1 again, folks. Went to #1 with all of your help. My gosh, look at this. Back to #1 bestseller out of 33 million titles on Amazon. There's only one book that teaches what Miss Cassie learned today, that brought tears to her eyes. It is understanding how to read an amortization schedule and be empowered, know what to do to save all of this interest and to cut time off your loans. There's only one book that talks about how to read and an amortization schedule and how to defeat an amortization schedule so you can make this thing work for you instead of it working for the bank. One book out of all those titles, and this is the one. This is why it is #1 on Amazon. Come on, folks. Get the book. Get it today. If you get this book today, all right, guess what? We're going to do something special for you today. All right. We're going to do something extremely special for you today because the 10K card, the digital card that you see pinned at the top of the room, we're going to make sure you get one. Sean 10K, tell them how important that card is. Doggone it. Sean, I just gave you a lob like last night on what was it? The All-Star game, man. Come on. Alley-oop.
Come on, dog. You got to run that back again. You know what?
One more time, Sean. Listen, you got. All right. You've got to tell them, Sean, how important that card is. To have that 10K card along with getting the book. We're going to give them a 10K card worth $100 that I've already paid for. Tell them what kind of deal that is.
Guys, let me tell you something. If you guys believe that owning the book will give you some of Don's high energy, just for that itself is worth buying the book. Because I don't know what kind of drug this guy is on, but oxygen, I'm on oxygen. And oxygen doesn't even get me as high as Don is high right now. So I do believe some of the stuff that he's using is held within that book, guy. So if it's just the sheer enthusiasm of it all, get the book. But the reality of the situation is when you hear something is good, it sparks your attention. When you read more into it, you get more clarity and you get a better understanding of it. And that's what the book does for you. And then once that is finished, take the action step, savings and earnings report. All right, we're good with that. Now, what's the point of gaining all this extra income, all this extra knowledge, all this, become a better you, and you can't show the world who that is? Well, at 10K course, we get you from going forward. So we provide you with a digital business card that will put your contact points, your website, your social media, your calendar link, your phone number, your email, everything you have that you want to communicate with your clients. We put it all together to you in one page. And don't listen to what Don is saying. Observe what he is doing. From the beginning of Don's existence here in Clubhouse, he's been using and promoting the 10K card, guys. And it's been working tremendously well for his business and his community. So he's not telling you to do something that he is not doing. He has mastered the art of using his 10K card to get him resources. And if you're questioning that, remind yourself as to how you're interacting with his content. You're using his 10K card. So you want to have your audience as well interact with you in that same capacity. And Don already took care of the cost of getting you the basic version of the card, which is $100 value. After you get the card, let's take you up to the next level. Let's upgrade you. And whenever you're ready to the upgrade, the good news is you're going to save yourself $100. Because Don don't just want you to look good. He wants you to make money while you go forward in your life. And that extra money that you're making, you can apply it towards your interest rate. Your interest loan, sorry. So next year, the title of the room can possibly be how to pay off your mortgage in 6 to 7 years versus just paying it off in 7 years. If we can pull that off, I'll be very happy camper. So with that said, Don, back to you. What is this, Don, back to you.
What is going on?
When people purchase the book, what is the process of claiming the 10K card?
This is how you claim your 10K card, you guys. You screenshot that receipt as proof that you purchased the book and upgraded your life. And then you go to ice10klive.com. You go over to the left side, 2 slots down where it says I'm ready. You click that link, upload that screenshotted receipt, build out your 10K card the way you would want with your social media handles, your website, your email address. Let us know where you want to receive it because it is digital, and we will deliver it to you in an hour or less, and you will have your own 10K card value at $100.
Wow. I am so excited today. I mean, that example just got me all charged up. Is there anybody else on stage that we can help today? Oh my gosh. I'm ready to go.
Absolutely. So Camellia, thank you so much for your patience. And David, thank you so much for your patience as well. We're going to get to you ASAP right after Camellia. But Camellia, please let us know what your question is. How can we help you?
Hi, how are you guys doing today? Thank you so
Excellent.
much for your information. My question was answered, but I'm here today because my goal is I just purchased a house, and it's $250. I didn't want to go too big because I didn't want to do too much. And my goal was to pay off the house within 5 years. So I'm here. I didn't know exactly I didn't understand the lines I knew to apply to principal. But I didn't understand how it would like eliminate per line like that. So just for me, I'm a visual person, and I'm a little analytical. So just understanding that allows me to be able to apply it and crush it, because that's what my goal is, to be debt free and have debt work for me and not,
You for it.
I'm sorry.
And not you for it.
Right. Exactly. So,
now tell me, Miss Camellia, what's your interest rate?
2.8.
2.8. Okay. And you said it's 250,000?
Yeah. Well, yeah, when I started, but yeah.
Okay. So when you started, okay, we're going to start from there. Okay. And so it's a 30-year mortgage?
Yes, it is.
All right. So your principal and interest payment, all right, on 250,000 at 2.8, we're just talking about the principal and interest, not the entire payment. Because are you escrowing your taxes and insurance is included in your payment?
Yes.
Okay, so your principal and interest payment should be right around $1,027.24.
That's correct. I don't have it in front of me, but
okay,
yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Okay, so can you see our examples?
Yeah, I got on not too long ago. Yeah.
All right. So you saw we have your mortgage on here now. So we're going to go over how you eliminate lines from your schedule and the numbers that I'm picking out. And so I need people to know, and you specifically, that our program doesn't pick exactly $444.94. It uses the money that you have, and then we do the calculations internally, and it tells you exactly how much interest you save. I'm picking these numbers because it's easy to see. This is not how the program works. This is how we explain how the program works. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So here's what we're looking at. All right. Payment number one out of your payment. All right. How much goes to principal?
Payment number one, principal is $443.91.
And this is rent on your money right next to it. That's interest. Mm-hmm. Okay. And how much goes to interest?
$583.33.
How fair is that?
It's not very fair at all.
No, it isn't. You got to give the bank $583.33 just to pay your mortgage down by $443.91. So if we look at cumulative principal and cumulative interest here, column 3 and column 4, and look at line 12, 1 year into the mortgage, you pay your mortgage down by $5,395.77. How much interest do they want?
You're on line 12?
Yep. For cumulative interest, column 4 on line 12.
$31.11.
That's way too much money.
Mm-hmm.
Way too much money. So what just happened? You just moved the loan from point A, 250,000, to point B, To move from point A to point B, they want $6,931.11.
Yeah, my mortgage only went down 5,000.
Yeah,
overall.
exactly. So here's what we want to take a look at. And this is how we eliminate lines from the schedule. So if, let's just say we start out in January here, right? We make our first payment. The February or line 2 February principal payment is how much money when February rolls around?
444.94.
So do you have to wait till February to give the bank that money?
No, I do not.
If you had it, could you give it to them in January?
I will.
All of it goes to principal. Subtract that from the line, and you're paid down to line 2, where you owe $249,111.15. This is what you owe now in January. Okay. So that means your next mortgage payment for February is what line of the schedule now?
I'm sorry. What did you say? The next? Oh, it's went down to the next. Was it 3?
So you're on line 3.
Yeah.
You got rid of line 2 for only $444.94, not the entire mortgage payment.
Right.
Because when we're attacking the loan, we only attack it with the principal payments. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. So what happened to this $582.30 on line 2? That if you give the bank this money early for the principal, what happened to the interest payment of $582.30 on line 2?
It goes away.
It goes away. Now you see?
I am very clear.
Very clear? So now a cumulative principal, the bank wants after a year, it says, oh, you're going to eventually pay us $5,395.77. You're eventually going to pay us that because that's the money you borrowed. And we want you to give it to us in such a way as that we can charge you $6,931.11 to do it. So we want you to give us $12,000. But you only get $53.95.
Makes me very angry.
Okay. So here's the thing. Do you have to give them this $53.95.77 in 12 monthly installments?
I do not. I can give them in one.
Come on. And be paid down to line 12 in 1 month.
I can definitely do that.
And skip all the interest payments between line 2 and line 12.
I definitely can do that.
All right. And instead of giving them $6,931.11, you can give them $583.33, the interest on line 1, to do the exact same thing.
No, you would just pay that in one lump sum. There's no particular day or anything that you need.
Well, that's where we get into the program now.
Okay.
So that's when we get into how much and what day, what month to do it in, because we're going to put all your extra money that's left over from paying the bills, we're going to put that in your savings account. Then the program is going to determine which is the right day in the right month in which loan to attack so that you get the maximum amount of interest savings per dollar. We want you to have the biggest bang for your buck. So let me put it this way. Sean taught me this. He says, Don, explain it this way and people will get it. If you could save $6 for every dollar you put extra on principal, why would you ever want to save just 3?
Right.
Well, our program tells you exactly what to do so you get the most in savings, not just something. You want to get the most, and it matters. Is that helpful?
It's very helpful. Like I said, I don't like debt. I don't have the only debt that I have outside of this house, which is my car.
Yep.
But why I got the car, I had to get it because I had an accident, and prior to that, I didn't have any car notes. Like do car notes, it was cash, and but I also used the car note as a way to get my home because I knew what I wanted to do, so they had to show some credibility.
There you go. There you go. That's the word. Credit guidance uses this. Credibility.
Yeah. So I had to do that, and I have a small loan, but it's only $2,000. But I knew after I got my house, those are gone. So those are going to be wiped away this year. But This is very, very helpful. I definitely will be plugging into you.
Yes.
And I'm ready to get this house payment like eliminated.
Well, here's what we're going to be looking at. Okay. And I
Mhm.
need you to get this and get this right. All right. Right now on this loan, the
Mhm.
bank wants $119,806.40. Folks, when you're paying off a mortgage because of the amortization schedule, stop looking at what you owe. Start looking at how much it costs to manage what you owe. And then reduce this as far as you can. Cut that 120,000 down, okay, to about 20,000 or 25,000. What if you can gain the same asset for only $20,000 to $25,000 in interest instead of $119,000 in interest? Would that be good?
That'd be great.
And then you could take the money that you would have spent on interest and do what with it?
Get another property.
Come on, girlfriend. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Take that money that you would have given to the bank and invest it in your family. Stop
Right.
giving it all to the bank. I just get so excited to talk about this. Miss Camelia, are you complete this morning?
I am very complete. I had today off. Like,
Mhm.
It's so funny. I called because it's President's. It was voluntary day, and
Yeah.
so I called my boss. I was like, hey, I just want to confirm, did you need me today? And she was like, you're good. You have off. And so I was like, oh, well, let me see. I saw the mortgage thing. It's on my vision board
Yes.
as far as getting this mortgage paid off. It actually says on my vision board 7 years. So when I
Mhm.
saw it, I was like, let me just plug in, and it's aligned.
Mhm.
It's a part of the what I'm creating, my energy, and
Yes.
it's coming back to me. So I'm excited.
Listen, folks, did you hear what she just talked about? You know that they say that when the student is ready,
Mm-hmm.
the teacher will appear. You know what? You know that when this is why we pick the title for our book is the subtitle, A Better Way to Eliminate Debt, because everybody we talk to, everyone we talk to, without a doubt, says the exact same thing. We were looking for a better way to handle this debt. The 30-year plan was not our plan. We don't like the 30-year plan. And you're saying you like the 5 to 7-year plan, correct?
I do.
And you want to know, how can I do that with the budget that I have? You don't need more money. We just need to figure out how to read an amortization schedule and pay less interest. That's why we're here, folks. Miss Camelia, thank you for helping to bring this point out today.
Thank you. And I just hope it gets like everybody really like this is really good for, our community as well. Everybody who doesn't know, but especially our community. I just hope that, I really want this to get out to a lot of people. But thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And who's next?
Dawn, is she gonna? Did you talk about the savings and earnings report? I just want to make sure.
Oh, Miss Camille, you know about the savings and earnings report, right? From ice10klive.com.
The savings and earnings, what you just showed, the young lady, as far as putting it from one account, signing up, and how it's scheduled, and you'll show us where to put what.
Right. So you'll go to, if you want to get an savings and earnings report, go to my 10K card, which is ICE or Interest Cancellation Expert, ice10klive.com. And there's a button that says get a savings and earnings report. Click that button, put in your financial information. Someone from my office will set up a consultation for you. And then you'll know the month, day, and year you could be debt free and how much interest you could save.
Okay. Thank you so much.
We'll do all the calculations for you.
Sounds great.
All right. Thank you so much for coming today. And thank you, Kirk, as a reminder. I just get so excited in giving the information out. I forget to tell people how they can get more information. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you guys are here. I wouldn't know what to do. All right, Jared, who's next?
All right, Kirk, is there anything else before I go?
There's a lot of comments online, but so we had the gentleman from Botswana. It looks like they have a number of property with tenants and some other information. So I've just responded to them, asking them to share with us the details that they would like us to go over. And while they're doing that, let's take somebody else. I know the stage is filling up.
All right, cool. And yeah, what I was hoping to say with Camellia is, like, I agree. I think this is a very important information to share with our community. So definitely make sure you follow the greenhouse at the top, follow the club, check out the replays, share them with your family members, your friends, your community. People on club that are not on Clubhouse can watch these replays, or you can share the YouTube videos, the Facebook videos, etc. So definitely do that. And then also share this room in the hallway. We've got 30 minutes left, and we have a couple more questions that'll be answered. So click that number 39, click that share on Clubhouse yellow icon, and let's see that number keep growing so that more people in our community can be aware of how to avoid spending too much money on interest and diverting that into your kids' inheritance, investments, your vacations, things of that nature. So we'd love for you to keep on sharing this in the hallway. Also, I want to acknowledge Andrell for coming to the stage. And Andrell, if you're free, and if you'd like to do a quick introduction, I'd love to give you the floor.
Hi, thanks, Jared. Good morning, everybody. My name is Andrea Harris. I'm located here in Greensboro, North Carolina. I specialize in helping corporatepreneurs accelerate their retirement from their 9-to-5 by using real estate investment strategies. Also, 1/4 of the real estate queens of North Carolina. So we have a mission to highlight more women in the industry. And prior to real estate, I was also I'm a certified financial educator, shifted my focus, but I was also helping people with the financial literacy part, and debt elimination was one of those things. So whenever I hear something about this topic of mortgage reduction or how to eliminate that type of debt, I'm always intrigued. So I popped in the room and I'm very impressed. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm glad to be here. So if I can add any value in any kind of way, I will.
Okay, Miss Andrea, thank you so very much. So I'm going to follow her, and hopefully she'll follow me back.
Already done.
All right, go ahead, Jared.
All right. And so if you're new to the room and you'd like to see these examples live on your screen, just go to your laptop or your iPad or your desktop, type in ice10klive.com, choose either YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. Choose wherever that icon says live, and you'll be able to see the interest cost calculator and all the different details to help you understand this information even better. All right. So up next, we
do have one quick one.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So I'm very intrigued of the conversation that's been having so far. I'm not the financial person in my household, but I would like to just share because we bought a house which was I just asked my husband what was the price. It's $24,840, which interest rate was 2.375. So I'm interested to hear.
Okay. All right. So that's is that Samay?
Yes, it is.
Mrs. Samay, listen. Good morning to you. All right. Thank you for being here. So tell me, what's that loan all about? You says 24,000?
Yes, $24,840.
Okay, what is that for? Do you 24,840?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And the interest rate?
Is 2.375.
2.375. And what is the payment amount?
Let me just text my husband that right now.
Okay, because we need that. And what are you trying to find out about it?
So, because I know he's doing the payment, but as you're saying, a better way of paying off our debt. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if we know what the payment is, I can show you some things about it. Now, again, folks, what you're going to be seeing here, we're just showing people how to read an amortization schedule. I am not talking about the P.I.L.L method, because the P.I.L.L method optimizes your interest savings. And I'm just coming up with these numbers off the top of my head. there is no way that I can do all the math that the opportunity cost calculator can do to be specific in what month to pay this in, what day of the month to pay it on, which loan to attack, and then be specific with the right amount of money to the penny so that you can optimize your interest savings and kill the most amount of interest per dollar. It's just too much math going on. Too much. So the program does all of that. It's a cloud-based computing platform that is so unique to the consumer financial space. There's only one like it in the world. So when other people are saying, there are other programs out there, that's true. They're spreadsheets. Spreadsheets are free. Okay. And if you plug in $500 into your spreadsheet and say, oh, I want to put $500 on my debt every month. Well, the spreadsheet will tell you if you put $500 on your loan every month that you could be out of debt in 10 years. But guess what? That would mean that for 120 straight months, 10 years, not for, and you can't miss a day. You can't miss a month. For 10 years, 120 straight payments, you have to put that $500 on every single month. How likely is that when pipes are going to burst or roof damage or we have to fly the whole family across country to say goodbye to Aunt Mabel and buy tickets at the last minute? You're not putting $500 on your mortgage that month. So a spreadsheet is going to blow up at the first opportunity that there's going to be a problem. You need a dynamic program. You need some fintech, financial technology that says, give me what you have and we'll make the best of it for you. And we'll continue to make changes in your program every single month, right down to the fact that you paid $5.67 more on your electric bill this month than you did last month. So we're going to make brand new calculations for you instantly because of that. You need a program that does that. A spreadsheet does not do that for you. All right, Mr. May, what do you got for me?
It's 1060.
1060. Okay. All right. And when we do that, I can tell you that we have 24 payments left. Okay. So you have about 2 years left on this. Okay.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years left. If you just make the minimum payment.
Okay.
Okay. So here's what we've got. Now, here's what people need to know. Because of that, do you see your interest? Are you looking at this online?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now, you're not paying a whole lot of interest at this point. Your principal payments are quite large, and your principal interest and your principal payments are large and your interest payments are small.
Okay.
Is this the only loan you have?
Yes, that's the only loan we have with the house.
Okay. If that's the only loan you have, paying this off early only saves you these tiny interest payments. You see that? You know what I would recommend? Because it would take, if you were to make this payment here, and it would take an extra payment of $1,013.64 to save $47.16 worth of interest. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At a certain point, it doesn't make sense to pay a loan off early, because the reason why we pay off a loan early is not to pay it off, it's to save on the interest. So if you were to put, I'm going to go down here to cumulative principal and cumulative interest. If you were to prepay half the loan right now, just give the bank $12,072.69 right now, it would save you $429.99 in interest. Guess what? I think you can find a better way to invest your $12,000 than to save $429 interest on your loan. You could probably put that money into some sort of investment that would make you more money than it saves you on this particular loan. Does that make sense?
I'm following.
Okay. So you can pay it off and be done with it. But the amount of interest that you could save, the most interest you could save at this point, if you paid it all off today, is $619.20. That's it. That's all the interest you would save if you paid it off today. Or would you want to take your $24,000 and invest it into something else? Like an annuity, or are you maxing out your 401k? I mean, are there other places you could put your money to help you there? Now we have a component here at the P.I.L.L method that helps people to make those types of decisions, and you can get a consultation to figure out, should we be paying off this loan, or should we take our money and put it in some sort of wealth building? So what do you think?
I'm intrigued by what you're stating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because because now we're talking about now we're talking about the term opportunity cost. This is why we call it an opportunity cost calculator. Because if you spend your money one way, you can't also spend it another way because it's already spent. All right. So that's called opportunity cost. So what is the opportunity cost of paying off this loan? The opportunity cost would be, here's how much interest we could save. But the cost would be, here's how much interest we could have made if we had invested the money. That's where we get into the opportunity cost thing. Should we rush to pay off all loans? The answer is no. Should we try to save as much money as we can? Yes, we can. Yes, we should. Should we try to make as much money as we can? Yes, we can. Now, how do we make a decision? Take the money that we have, figure out how much interest we could save by using that money. Also, before we spend it, how much interest can we earn by investing that money? Now we can make a wise decision by using math and not magic. How's that sound to you?
Interesting.
Okay. Do you have another question for me?
No, that's it.
Well, listen, thank you so very much for contacting us today.
Your book, and I definitely will be reading. And yeah.
You say you already have the book, or you're going to get the book?
No, I will be purchasing.
All right. So when you purchase the book, listen, don't forget to get your 10K card. And Miss Kenyatta, how's she going to get her 10K card when she gets the book?
After you get the book, my love, what you want to do is screenshot that receipt, upload it to ice10klive.com, that link that says I'm ready. Build out your card with your social media handles, your website, etc. Let us know where you want to receive that card, and 10K's family with the P.I.L.L method family will deliver it to you in an hour or less, and you will have your very own 10K card valued at $100.
Thank you so much.
We had a question online for that same process.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Listen, thank you so much for being here. Kirk, do we have anything else online we need to take care of right now?
Yeah, we had a question online for that same process.
Okay.
I don't know if you could just repeat that one more time, Kenyatta. Yolanda Buster says, where do we send the screenshot once we've purchased the book? We have another question online as well that is the person who has been waiting, but wanted to see if we could get that answer for Yolanda first.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Kenyatta.
Okay, so you guys go to ice10klive.com, ICE 10K live LIVE.com. Then you're going to go over to the left side where it says I'm ready. It should be 2 slots down. You're going to click that link. You're going to upload your screenshot of your receipt right there. And then you're going to build out your 10K card on that form. You're going to put your name, obviously your email address, website, social media handles that you want to share. Then you're going to designate a place for that 10K card to go to. What email address? Where do you want it sent? And then you will receive it in an hour or less, and it's valued at $100.
All right, I just love it. What else do we have online that we need to take care of?
Yeah,
right quick?
this is the gentleman from Botswana. I put his
Yes.
comment on the screen.
Okay.
I'm going to put a banner up because I've just kind of compiled what he's been sharing with us. So he has a loan of this amount. I'm assuming these are in the local currency there in Botswana, which is pula. So this is the loan amount that he has. He's got an 8% interest rate on it, and his payment per month is that $5,237. I was trying to get from him the length or duration of the loan, but he was saying he has I think it's just a few years left to pay on it.
All right, well,
he says it matures April of 2029, so about 7 years and change left on the loan.
Okay, 7 years, and let's take a look at that. So read off the numbers to me again, and how much is on the loan?
He says it's in dollars. He divided it, so it is in dollars.
It is in dollars. Okay, good. Let me have the numbers again.
Okay, so it's the loan amount is $356,975.
Okay, and interest rate
8%.
Okay, and payment
$5,237 per month.
$5,237.
Yes.
Okay, and that's 90. That's actually 91 payments left. Okay. All right. And here's what we've got going on. All right. We have principal payments and interest payments. We got $2,864.33 going to principal, $2,379.17 going to interest on that particular loan. All right. And what does he want to know?
I think he was wanting to see his numbers on screen. I wanted to see what it would look like there, and then of course he was having that issue with the phone number, so he's going to try and call in with WhatsApp to get his savings and earnings report. But I guess he just wanted to see what could be done, what would be possible with his loan.
Right. So once we have his income put into the system and how much money is left over after all the bills are paid, we'll be able to tell him a bunch. Okay. So there's 91 payments left. There is a total of $120,000 in interest left to pay on this loan. So we have $356,875. Total interest paid at this point is still another $120,283.50. That's actually 33.705% of what's borrowed. That's what the bank wants. We're going to show them how to pay a lot less than that. Okay, a lot less than 120,000 the bank is looking for.
Yeah. Man, I'm trying to pronounce this name. We would encourage you to definitely hit up the Don 10K card. Get that number. I believe we did put that number in the chat for you online.
Yep.
So you can call in and start the process to get that savings and earnings report.
Right. And so when the receptionist, so we won't be able to give that information to the receptionist. They will then forward your call on to one of our specialists. Okay. The receptionists don't know the program. So they will get you over to someone who can help you. All right. Thank you so very much. But yes, we can definitely help since there's 91 payments left. There's $120,000 left in interest. There's definitely something we can do here.
All right, good.
Excellent. All right. Anything else, Kirk, on your side?
No, there's one lady who just was asking, what is a 10K card and what is it used for? But I believe that was earlier, and I think Sean has come on since then. So what's this? Is that Cassandra Spencer? If you still want to know what that is, or sorry, was it Crawford?
Right.
Crawford Arts is the one who asked what's a 10K card, what it's used for. Cassandra was asking where can she get the book, and of course you can get that on ice10klive.com.
And if you go to ice10klive.com, the last button is how do I get a card like that? And then you can actually contact the company when you click on that and learn more about the 10K card company and what it could mean for you. It is a digital business card, and it's like having a website in your pocket. I mean, it is a very, very powerful tool. All right, Jared, back to you, sir.
All right. So, David, thank you for coming up to the stage. Please let us know what your question is. How can we help you?
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate the platform. Appreciate the moderators. I was having some technical difficulties earlier, but yeah, brother Don, I met you back in Atlanta, right?
Yes.
But everything in God's timing, right? So I wasn't. I'm always looking for creative ways to save money and leverage, capital to make more money. But I don't always. I'm not always receptive at certain times. So my question for this platform is, and I see the genius behind what you're doing. My question for the platform is relative to auto loans.
Yes.
So let's say I have a 2020 Challenger, right? I have $39,000 left on it. Does before I ask that question, does the system help you make decisions relative to down payment as well, or is it just focused strictly on amortization?
Okay, well, here's the thing. When you understand amortization, you don't make down payments.
There we go. That's what I asked that question with intention. So yes, sir. You're right.
Yeah, down payments. Listen, the only reason why you make a down payment is if you absolutely have to have a payment at a certain level. If that's
yes, sir.
If that's not the reason, you make prepayments, not down payments.
For the long period of time, I was moving forward that Dave Ramsey mindset, right?
Yes.
I think that's really for people that can't, they don't have the financial discipline to pay bills on time and those type of things. So what you're talking about to me is the next level, and more importantly, even higher than the typical approach to financial management. So yeah, so for this,
let me speak to that for just a second, okay?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Because folks says that they don't have the discipline. All right, so here's the thing: if you feel that discipline is the issue, all right, now I can read a map. All right. And I can get from one place to another if I'm reading the map, but that takes a whole lot of work. I like listening to the lady that talks to me on my Waze app. Okay. I don't have to have discipline to know that in 3 blocks I have to turn right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just listen to the Waze app and I go 3 blocks and it shows me a picture. It tells me, it says, in 0.1 miles, you're going to turn right. How much discipline does that take?
Not a lot.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So what we're going to do is take that off the board. And if you can follow the directions for your GPS, you can follow a GPS for your money and plug in everything you need to know. And then the program will just say, in this month, you're going to put $5.69 in your savings account, or you're going to put $723.10 in your savings account. And when it builds up to a certain amount, you're going to take X amount of dollars out of your savings account and apply it to this particular loan on this day. Folks, it can't get much easier than that.
So, Brother Don,
go right ahead.
You're right, but I guess what we're struggling with in our community is the mindset of, hey, I'm going to go get my hair done before I pay my bills, or I'm going to go ahead and I'm bad too. When money's flowing, David Baker Incorporated, I do everything right. I put systems in place. I automate payments. I do all those things.
So what's your question? What's your question, sir?
My question is relative to the car payment.
Yes.
Right? So let's say, for example, I have a $39,000 loan, $30,123 at a 5% interest rate. What is the recommended strategy for that? I apologize.
Okay, now that's okay. Here's the thing. What I'm doing on this app is I am not giving strategies to pay down specific loans in specific ways. Okay. And the reason why that is because if you have a certain amount of money, all right?
Yes, sir.
Let's say you have a certain amount of money left over, you got $500.
Yes, sir.
The program doesn't look at the $500 you have.
Right.
The program looks at the number of pennies that you have in $500.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to move it. See, because if you put the right amount of money on the debt in the right month, you're going to save the maximum amount of interest per penny. Now we say per dollar, but it's actually per penny.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yes,
so here's what's going to happen. The program is not smart. It's just fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna move 1 penny on every day in every month on every loan that you have.
Okay.
Then it's gonna move 2 pennies. Then it's gonna move 3. Then it's gonna move 4.
Okay.
Then it's gonna move 5 till it gets to the right amount of pennies.
Yes, sir.
So it does that in just about, I don't know, about 3 or 4 seconds.
Okay.
So if we try to come up with the optimum amount of money to move on a particular day on a particular loan to save the most amount of money in interest,
We're gonna fail. Yeah.
there's just no way. That's why we come up with guesses. That's why we use a rule of thumb. That's why we have the word heuristics, because
Yes,
so let's let me look that up. Let me see if I can put that on the screen here. Heuristics.
Gotta be careful with the words that I use. I'm not trying to advocate or imply that I want to.
No, that's okay. Listen, you are helping everyone else because everybody thinks about the finances about the same way because that's what we're taught. Okay, heuristics are a mental shortcuts that can facilitate problem solving and probability judgments. It is a rule of thumb, but it is not precise by any stretch of the imagination.
Yes, sir.
So what we want to do is do something that saves us the maximum amount of money. And if we have a program that is designed to do exactly what we need to tell us what to do and when, we can save a ton of money.
That's right.
So that's why you need to call and do a savings and earnings report. That way we can give you a plan that will get you there.
Okay, sir. That's what I'll do. Thank you very much. Appreciate the room.
David, thank you for coming. All right.
Happy to be here.
All right. So who's next, folks? I'm still excited here. Come on, I got it. Come on.
All right. So at the buzzer, let's squeeze in Anita. So Anita, please let us know what your question is.
Good morning, afternoon, evening. I'm so happy to be here. So my question is, my husband and I were thinking of buying a house. We saw one for $350,000, but the interest rate on it is a FHA loan. The interest rate is 4.1 because we took a while to think about buying it, and I guess the interest rate just went up.
Yes.
I wanted to know, I have a lot of student loans. And so even though buying a house is an investment, I wanted to know, is it worth buying a house now with that amount plus that amount of interest rate, or should we focus on maybe taking care of the student loan a little bit before I buy this house? What is your take, please? Thank you.
My take is, I'm going to need your help on this. So I'm putting, let me put a calculator on. The average person rents about 5 years. Okay. And what is like the average rent in your area? Because if you're not buying a house, you're renting.
Yes.
So the average rent in your area is about what?
It's like let's say a three bedroom is probably like 2,200, or let's say 2,500.
2,500. Okay. All right. 2,500 times 12 is $30,000. Okay. Let me do that one more time. $2,500 times 12 is $30,000 times 5 is $150,000. So you can take your $150,000, folks who are renting in your area, and you could give it to someone else, or you could invest it into your own property. What do you think?
Of course, investing into my own property.
There you go. Now, here's something else you're going to be happy to know. Okay. We're going to take now about how much information about how much house did you want to buy?
I'm sorry, what do you mean by how much house?
Well, how much did you want to borrow? Okay, so if you have an idea of how much did you want to spend on the house, I'm going to tell you why having the higher interest rate puts you at a better.
Right now, what we are looking at, everything is like at the 400s.
Okay.
So the $350,000 house that we saw, it's okay for us.
Yeah. So I'm going to put it in at $400,000. Okay. Are you seeing my examples on screen?
No, actually, I'm not. Where do I go to see
All
that?
right, let's go over that, folks, because this is exciting. We're going to show you now why you should not be worried about the interest rates going up. In fact, you should be thankful. Come on, let's go to work.
Okay.
All right, Jared, how can they see what's going on, man?
Yeah, so you just go to your laptop, your iPad, your desktop, type in ice10k.com. Sorry, ice10klive.com. So ice10klive.com, and then choose either YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. I think YouTube is probably the best option. And then choose the icon that says live, and you'll be able to see the example live on your screen right now.
All right. While we're getting everything set up, I got Hannibal in here. Hannibal, I'm telling folks that they should be thankful that the interest rates went up slightly.
I'm very curious to why you're saying this. You sounded masterful with the last example, so I'm very curious.
I love Hannibal. All right. So we got $400,000. All right. Well, I'm putting it in at 4%. And do you know, because no, 4.1, I think I heard 4.1.
Yes.
Da, da, da. And then I'm going to do the same loan at 3%, because if we move faster, if we had moved faster, we could have got the same loan at 3. Doggone it. We missed out. 3%. So let's take a look at that. Okay. 200. Let's see. We've got 360 payments. All right. 400,000 at 3%. Our payment is 1686.42. All right. And then we've got 400,000 at 4.1. Take that out. 360. And there we are. All right. So now we got it at 4.1. We've got it at 3. Here's our payment difference. At 3% is 1686.42. Now, here's the question when it comes to this. All right. If you can afford the payment, okay, either 1686.42 at the 3%, at the 4% is 1932.79. So we've got it's less than $300 difference. Look at that. Less than $300. I'm going to show you why you should not be worried about this. Okay. So at 4.1%, all right, 4.1%, stop looking at total interest on this loan is $295,000. Okay. That's if you keep it for 30 years. They're giving you 30-year quotes, folks. The P.I.L.L method is going to help you to pay off your loan in an average of how many years, Anita? At the top of the room. An average of 7 to 9 years. So if somebody's quoting you, it's going to cost you $295,000 over 30 years. You say, well, I don't care because I'm not going to be in the loan for 30 years. I'm not going to pay you $295,000. I'm going to pay you something less than that. Feel good about that?
Absolutely. But my question is, are you doing this in reference to maybe the down payment being how much down payment are you including in that?
Right now,
does that matter?
Right now, I'm including no down payment.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So here's the reason. I'm just putting in if this is the end result of your loan. Okay. Let's say this is after your down payment, because in most loans, you have to have a minimum amount down. You do not want to put any more than what is required to get into the loan. Put the least amount down you possibly can. All right. Never put more than that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Because most people, so we'll cover that since I've still got, I'm out of time, but let me take a quick look at this. Okay. So now here's what we've got. All right. We got 400,000 at 3%. We've got 400,000 at 4.1. So at 4.1, do you see, I'm scrolling down to payment number 1. All right. And I only have enough time to go over just the first 2 lines. All right. So, and this is not the P.I.L.L method. This is just helping you to understand how to read an amortization schedule. So on payment number 1, we have $566.12 going to principal. $1,366.67 going to interest. If that is payment number one, let's call it January. Payment number two would be the principal payment on line two would be $568.06. So, Miss Anita, if we make our regular payment in January, and if we had an extra $568.06 available, could we give that to the bank also in January if we had it?
Absolutely.
And if we did, Miss Anita, we would be paid down to line two on our amortization schedule. And we skip right over this $1,364.73 in interest that we never have to pay. And we're on line three of our schedule for February now. We just eliminate one line from our schedule for $568.06. Do you see that?
Yes.
All right, now. Here's what I need you to take a look at 568.06. Now, this is the higher interest rate. We're going to lower the interest rate to the 3% you wish you had. And now look at how much money we have to put down to get rid of 1 month. $688.14 it takes to get rid of one line. Now, $688 versus $568. So if I was trying to accelerate paying off this loan, is it easier to come up with $568.06 or $688.14 to do the exact same thing?
Of course, it's easier to come up with a 500.
There you go. So when you lower the interest rate, then what you're saying is, I hope I'm in the loan for all 30 years because I want the lowest interest rate possible so I can pay the least amount of interest for my 30 years. But if you're trying to accelerate the loan, you want the right interest rate for you. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you guys one more thing before I leave. There was a time when the loans were people were paying 12% interest on loans, 12% interest on mortgages. Wow, 12%. That's crazy. All right. So what if we had $100,000 at 12%, all right, for 30 years? The bank wants $270,000 in interest on a $100,000 loan at 12%. That's a lot of money if you keep it for 30 years. But I need you all to see this. Everybody on the planet needs to see this. I'm not saying go out and get a 12% loan. I'm just saying here's what happened to people who had 12% loans. And based on what you learned in this room today, we have principal payments of $28.61, $28.90. So what I'm trying to tell you folks is if you have this loan and if you have an extra $28.90, Hannibal, you can get rid of line two and save yourself $999 in interest by prepaying $28.90. For the entire year, you would pay in principal $362.85. So here's what I'm saying. If you had $362.85 and you paid it on line one, you would eliminate 12 months of payments from this loan and save yourself $10,983.78 in interest for only $362 and knock out 1 year off this loan. That's what I'm trying to tell you all, folks. If interest rates are rising slightly, you ought to be Miss Anita, thank you very much for bringing your question to the stage.
Thank you very much.
So listen, folks, go to ice10klive.com and then get a savings and earnings report and learn this stuff for yourself. And then somebody from my staff will set up a consultation for you And then you can know the month, day, and year you could be debt free and how much interest you could save. Also, use the sync card to get the book. All right, get the book. We're putting it on the screen. Get the book, put it on the screen. So if you get the book, listen, this last weekend, it went to #1 again. Why is that? Because it's the only book on Amazon that talks about what we're talking about here. All right. Out of 33 million titles, this is the only one. Oh my goodness. Get the book and get a 10K card that goes along with it. Jared, thank you so much for your patience. I'm sorry I went over. Will you please take us home with a few moderator outros?
All right. So yeah, this great room today, as always. If you haven't already, make sure you click the greenhouse at the top. Follow the club. Make sure you follow Don. Click the always on icon, the bell, and always on. And so we're gonna go from the bottom up and go through some quick moderator outros, and then we're gonna close out the room. So Hannibal, you're up first.
Hey guys, I'm happy to be in here. I hope you guys follow the P.I.L.L Method Club. I hope you go to the website. I hope you get the book and all that good stuff. And definitely ask questions. And definitely schedule a one-on-one. I do affordable and effective credit repair. Reach out to me if you want a credit repair company that's going to charge you after they deliver results. And if you want a company to be transparent and give you a portal and the app to track what happens. If you want your credit repair company to give you daily email updates and also give you a comprehensive one-on-one overview and education book about credit before you commit to becoming a client. And if you want us to act urgently, sending off your disputes within 1 business day and tackling all of your negative items, not just 5 items, reach out to me at hannibal10k.com. Again, that's hannibal10k.com and get a very comprehensive one-on-one. Pay after you get results. And I would love to guide you because I want financial literacy in our community. I want ownership of homes and businesses, and I want you guys to have generational wealth and employ those in your communities. And then I want you, once you get your home, to pay less interest with the P.I.L.L method. And I really appreciate you for always being a supporter in every good space I've been in, from the Clubhouse 2.0 event to our Clubhouse the Real House event in New York City and everywhere else. You've been a pillar in the community and just a great person, a caring person behind the scenes, philanthropic. I really appreciate you, Don. There's things he's done for people that he never says, just, flying people out when they can't afford things to the event. Just like, I don't know, I can't even, I wanted to be brief, so I'll just end it there, but just know Don is an amazing person. And I appreciate you and your wife for always, supporting in the space. Thanks.
Thanks, Hannibal.
So we're just gonna go down the line. So Andrea, you're up next.
Hey, everybody. So my name is Andrea Harris. I am a corporatepreneur, meaning that I help corporate individuals accelerate their retirement from corporate America by using real estate investment strategies. I did want to just, because Anita has said something about the student loan, if she should focus on that or if she should, try to get the house. And my option is always going to be for investing. Allow your investments to pay for your, I would say, a liability if you're not using it, but get into a position to where you are investing is always going to be my answer for that. But yeah, if you want to learn more about the services that I have, you can follow me on Instagram. I do have a new Instagram. My last one was hacked. If I can answer any questions regarding real estate investing strategies for you all, I'll be happy to do so. Great room. I'm looking forward to popping back in again and just hearing more of this P.I.L.L strategy. So thanks for having me.
Hey everybody, my name is Safua, and Don, you did it again. Thank you so much. I pinged in a lot of my friends and the feedback has been awesome. Please, if you're not following Don, click on his bell to always. So when he opens the room, you can always chime in because this is really, really incredible. What he does is that knowledge is not out there. So, if you're owing a student loan, you want to pay off your mortgages, tap in with him, buy his book, and you can link him on don10k.com. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Jared, for having me here always. And hey, if you need someone to manufacture your fabulous clothes, industrial garments, I'm your go-to person. I ship worldwide as well. So hey, I just came here to support my friends, Don, Sean, Jared. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Rosalora Lewis, also known as Credit Goddess. I am all things credit. Of course, I'm a businesswoman. I offer both personal and business credit, which my clients qualify for up to $250,000 of lines of credit for their business, personally, and that's all by improving their credit scores. I am a credit score improvement strategist, business credit consultant, an educator at B Free University, and also a loan broker for NAV. Definitely tap in with me if you guys are credit challenged and need some improvement, or you just don't know where to go from a 680 and how to get to a 750. Maybe it's a little tweaking that we need to do. I don't believe in giving a prescription without a diagnosis. So I do offer a detailed credit analysis that tells you exactly what you need to do with your credit and how to improve it without me. You know, you can empower to do it on your own. Also, I want you guys to, and this is for any of the women and any women that, or anyone that supports Black women, but I do have a Facebook group that myself and other experts on stage, like Tiffany, the Y CEO, we are launching this group on March 8th on Facebook. It's called Black Women Get Funded Too. I find that a lot of our African American women are being challenged in getting funding because we don't have all of our affairs together. So I am on a mission to help our Black women get funded, get our credit score improved, get our business credit established, so that way we can then qualify for funding. And it's not just for credit, but it's also getting your business together, get your business plan together, hire a CPA, get your whole entire team on board with you that's going to help you grow and scale your business. So definitely tap in with me if you guys are interested in that link. I'll back channel you the link if you guys are interested. It's launching on March 8th. Go ahead and invite your friends, your besties, your business besties, boss chicks, anyone that you can think of into this group, because we are actually going to be pouring back into you guys in a isolated group, right? Where you can enjoy one another and celebrate one another and, collaborate with one another. So definitely tap in with me. If any of you guys are interested in my services, go to creditgoddess10k.com. Thank you guys so much. Have a happy Monday and a prosperous week. Oh, Don, I'm going to be calling you later.
Okay, good.
After the show. Okay.
Kurt's he's not doing an outro.
All right, Tiffany. All right, Kenyatta.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was removing a notification. I forgot to turn them off. Oh, y'all are so patient. And sister's running across the house. It's all good. I'm Tiffany, the Y CEO, and I'm an executive business leadership coach and international speaker, compliance strategist. I love strategizing. Like Rosa Lure said, we're creating an event that's really going to help you and have true impact. I just left a 7,000 attended, because people float in and out, summit here on Clubhouse that absolutely phenomenally changed lives. And what we're trying to do is take you to a whole so that you can take action and do it in a way that's going to help you scale. Because my motto is don't build your team for today, build your team for big. And when I say team, I mean your company, everybody that's connected to you, because you need to have the right people in the right job doing the right thing. So if you want to find out more, definitely tap into me, yceo10k.com, and you'll be hearing more about it as we go through the planning process. But we're truly, truly excited. And I'm here to tell you there are people like our group right here at the P.I.L.L Method who are making a vital difference in the lives and changing lives of people on this app. So make sure you guard your hearts, make sure you know where you're going, and only land in rooms that are going to have an impact on your life. Back to you, Jared.
All right, Miss Kenyatta.
All right, Kenyatta.
As always, we appreciate your presence and pray that we've earned the privilege of your time. This is Kenyatta. You can find me at kenyatta10k.com. And I am the official lender of the P.I.L.L Method Room, as well as your broker in the state of Illinois, as well as Florida and Georgia. Please connect with me if you need. Yeah, I said that. Please connect with me if you are looking to find a deal, finance that deal, and then cancel the interest on that deal. I just want to shout out my boy Hannibal for being one of my day ones. And it's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys once again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to get out of here. Thank you so much for being here today. We're going to be right back here on Wednesday at the same time. Same bat time, same bat channel, Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Central Time, bringing you more content like this, life-changing content. I am so happy to share this with you. Thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here. So listen, we appreciate you. Come back for more. Share the rooms, share the content, tell other people about it. Get the book and get the book today and get your savings and earnings report by going to ice10klive.com. Thank you so very much. Kurt Nugent, take us out.